You spend $300 on a high-tech jacket, yet you're shivering at 40 degrees.
Meanwhile, a medieval peasant in simple wool stayed warm at -40 degrees. Winters so brutal in the Baltic Sea froze solid, yet they thrived in conditions that would kill us.
The problem isn't your jacket. It's that cotton t-shirt underneath, sabotaging everything.
Today you'll discover why medieval systems worked and why yours doesn't.
Cotton is hydrophilic. It loves water and absorbs 25 times its weight. When wet, cotton collapses. Those air pockets disappear and it conducts heat away fast.
This is why outdoor experts say cotton kills. It's not hyperbole, it's physics.
Modern humans live in constant comfort. Our bodies never learn to generate heat efficiently.
Studies show medieval people had faster, stronger cold responses. They were physiologically tougher.
Medieval people spent hours outdoors daily. Their bodies adapted to constant temperature changes.
We choose clothes for fashion and social signaling, not survival function.
Medieval people couldn't afford bad thermal choices. Making fashionable but dysfunctional choice was lethal. The ice is giving up its secrets. Real garments worn by people who survived impossible conditions. In 2019, researchers pulled a complete Viking mitten from ice. The construction is remarkable. Iron Age tunics show sophisticated understanding. Every design choice served a thermal function.
Russian chronicles document when the Baltic Sea froze solid for months at -40. Chronicles describe trade, construction, and daily life continuing normally at deadly temperatures. Archaeological finds revealed the three-layer system. Each layer had one specific job.
Linen fibers have capillary action. They pull moisture away without structural collapse. Linen protected expensive wool from body oils. Medieval people wore wool for months without washing.
Layer 2 was wool insulation. Need more warmth? Add another layer, infinitely adjustable.
The gambeson used quilted chambers. Each section maintained loft independently, same principle as modern sleeping bags. Wool fibers look like tiny coiled springs. These crimps create millions of stable air pockets. When wet, cotton loses 90% insulation. Wool maintains 80%. That's life versus death. Layer 3 was the weather shield. Block wind and shed precipitation before reaching insulation. Medieval hoods sealed the thermal chimney at the neck, where rising body heat escapes. The complete system left 0 thermal bridges, every gap sealed against heat loss.
To understand why medieval clothing worked, we need to dive into material physics.
Lanolin creates waterproof surface while the fiber core absorbs vapor. Nature's Gore-Tex technology. Water beads and rolls off while moisture vapor passes through. Impossible to replicate with synthetics. Studies prove wool soaked to 30% retains 80% function. Cotton loses 75%.
Synthetics shed microplastics with every wash. They're petroleum-based and take centuries to decompose. Wool is flame-resistant and self-extinguishes. Synthetics melt and stick to skin, causing severe burns.
Wool can be worn 5 to 7 days without odor. Synthetics require washing after each day.
A wool garment lasts 50+ years and biodegrades. Synthetics last 5 years and pollute forever.
No single synthetic replicates wool's complete package. Medieval choice was optimal, not primitive.
The Industrial Revolution prioritized manufacturing speed over product quality. Economics won over physics. Cotton became king not because it was superior, but because exploitation made it profitable. Cheap fossil fuels eliminated consequences of bad clothing. Thermal efficiency became irrelevant. Trade schools abandoned traditional knowledge. Skills that kept people alive for millennia, lost in 60 years.
Marketing convinced consumers that synthetic equals progress. Natural materials were portrayed as primitive.
Knowledge survives in remote regions. They burn a fraction of fuel and stay comfortable without power.
Medieval homes used 15 million BTUs yearly. Modern homes, 90 million. We've regressed 6 times.
Eliminate cotton completely. Replace with merino wool. Yes, it costs more, but lasts 10 times longer.
Vintage wool from 1940s to 70s is often superior and available cheap at thrift stores.
Multiple thin layers trap more air than one thick layer. Gives you modular temperature control.
Weather shell doesn't need to be expensive. Simple wool or waxed canvas blocks wind while breathing.
The knowledge still exists. Every natural fiber choice votes against planned obsolescence.
Which system do you trust when heating fails? The one that kept people alive for millennia?
Medieval people invested 20 days' wages in clothing that lasted 50 years. We spend more replacing cheap gear.
Maintain wool properly. Light washing, air drying, proper storage. Same principles medieval people used.
For serious quality, commissioned from traditional makers. 10 times cost, but 50 times lifespan. Actually cheaper.
We have better science and technology than ever, but we've chosen to produce inferior products for profit.
Medieval people stayed warm at -40 using physics, proper materials, and zero thermal bridges.
Modern people shiver at 40 degrees because we've been sold products designed to fail.
Every purchase is a choice. Which economy do you want to support with your dollars?
The system works today exactly as it did 800 years ago. Physics doesn't change.
You don't need expensive gear. You need the right materials and the knowledge to use them.
Next week, where to find quality wool, how to identify real materials, and building your system for under $200.